Good morning. Hi everyone, it's Jodi here, and I put some pretty common quotes that you might think you're the only one that says to yourself, I'm a mess or I'm faking it. Right? I'm a mess, I'm faking it. Hi Jose. And I have been sitting with people the last couple of weeks, and hi Linda. I've been sitting with people for the last couple of weeks and realized that they have these things that go through their mind, these phrases like, what's the point? Or I'm a mess, or I'm overwhelmed, or I'm doing worse, I'm doing horrible. And they repeat them over and over and over again. And yeah, I understand that they feel those ways, but in repeating them over and over, they are causing themselves to do so much worse than they were originally. I have people who are actually doing amazing, given how bad they feel when they express this stuff, I'm a mess. And I know how anxious they are, or how sad they are, or how much of a transition they're going through. Maybe how lonely they are. I understand that. I see that the circumstance that caused that. And yet, they're still kind to other people. They still show up for work every day. They're still making effort. They're still nice to their families. They're good people, right? They're functioning. Now, of course, I'm functioning, right? So what's the big deal? Well, this is interesting because these people are functioning despite how bad they feel. Isn't that even more effort? Despite how bad that they feel and how anxious or how worried or how stressed or whatever that they're feeling, they are still functioning. And most people are still functioning. And I want them to celebrate that. I want them to see how amazing that is, given how bad they feel that they're functioning that much. It doesn't invalidate how bad they feel. Actually, because they say, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. And I want them to see, actually, you are functioning. Look at, this is kind of amazing. And I'm not belittling the fact that they're a mess because they feel overwhelmed. And I want them validated for their feelings, but I see that this constant saying, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, is having them feel even more out of control when they're not really out of control. When really they are functioning and totally in control and doing all the things that they want to do in their life, right? Because they're doing all the things that they need to survive or whatever, or to do stuff. Maybe not as good as they would if they felt great, but man, pretty amazing for how they feel. Really amazing. They don't give themselves any kudos for it. They don't celebrate that at all. All they do is constantly say, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. Now this leads them to think that they're worse than they are. And I'm like, some people don't get out of bed. Look what you're doing. And so they don't want to give themselves credit because they think it's worse than other people do. You see, we get in these traps that make us feel worse, right? That's not the original depression that has you so down. That is all this stuff on top of it that is making it worse and worse. That's not the original anxiety. That is all these things that we do on top of it that makes us feel worse, saying, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. That will exhaust you. That will zap all your energy. That will really push you down further when you're repeating, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. And then this other thing, like I'm faking it. So I was giving this man an example. I'm like, when you're walking across campus, you're feeling really bad, you're in your head, thinking of something negative, whatever, and you're walking across campus and you meet somebody coming the other way who is a nice person. And so you stop, you smile at them, you ask them how they are. You're really a nice person. That's not, you feel like you're faking that. But you're not faking that, you're really a nice person. And in that moment, for that moment, you put your negativity aside and you just say, how are you? Okay, so maybe it only lasts like 20 seconds. But because you go back to the negativity, you think that's fake, but that's not fake, that's the real you. You're really a nice person, right? And so when we think we're faking it, we get really down on ourselves because we think that that's only crazy people fake it. Everyone else is normal and we're different, okay? That leads us to all these other conclusions about ourselves that make us feel worse. I know a lot of you are like, but I do really fake it. I wish I could, hi Janalee, I wish I could tell you exactly your example and show how you are not faking it. It feels like you're faking it, and that makes you feel worse. Now, this is the opposite. So to counter that, I've been helping people stay in that present moment and stop that I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. Yes, I teach them to celebrate the things that they do despite how bad they feel, because that's nothing short of like outstanding that they're doing it. These are the new mantras. We want to change that mantra, I'm a mess, and we want to change it to these 3 things. And they're all the same, but they all particularly point out 3 different things that are really important. One is, I'm fine in this moment. Right? It brings you to the moment when you're actually fine. You're worried about, you're judging all the past, you're judging all the future, you're judging yourself as a whole. But in that moment, like, you're safe. If you weren't safe, you'd be getting yourself safe and you wouldn't be thinking. You'd be like, survive. But you're safe in that moment. So you could say, I'm fine in this moment and I'm safe in this moment. Those 2 things. I'm fine in this moment. I'm safe in this moment. They're slightly different, aren't they? Because I'm fine means like, because you think you're a mess. But because you think you're a mess, then you don't feel safe in that moment because you feel out of control in that moment. So you have to say, I'm fine in the moment and I'm safe in the moment. They're 2 different things. You see that? Because they're addressing, encountering 2 different problems. I'm fine in this moment. I'm safe in this moment. And then the third thing is really important because it makes you feel in control of the moment, which is what I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. Makes you feel like you're out of control of the moment, right? The last one is I'm free in this moment to do whatever I want. Anxiety has us feel trapped. Depression has us feel trapped. Feeling bad about ourselves, it's all trapped. It makes us feel out of control. And we have to remind ourselves the control we have in this moment. And that's going to counter it. So you could say, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess, I'm a mess. Or you could say, I'm fine in this moment. I'm safe in this moment. And I'm free in this moment to do whatever I want. I'm free in this moment to do whatever I want. It gets rid of that trapped feeling. It releases that anxiety. Anxiety wants you to feel trapped and out of control. But really, as adults, we're not really trapped in any moment. We really can make decisions and we can decide how we respond in every moment and all time. Right? So we have to thank you for the thumbs up. We have to remind ourselves that. So important. So I hope that served you. It looks like there's no questions on here for me. I've been wanting to share that with you for a while. This has been mulling over my head. And I'm going to be going much deeper. And I'm about to record my Happy Soul messages for this week. And if you're not on the list, I will give you the link below to get on that list of Happy Soul messages. Because this is real. Hi, Elaine. These are like real messages on like how to understand ourselves, how to understand our world, and how to live like happier, how to live freer, how to live not being oppressed by all the crazy going on. These Happy Soul messages are just I just feel like they're really needed in the world, and the response to them is unbelievable. It's a subscription program, and it's for you. So I will talk to you in a couple days. I'll probably be back on. I have tons of it. Anytime I get an idea to do a Facebook Live, I just write it down on a Post-it and stick it in my to-do notebook so that I'm ready for you when I get on. But if you have any questions for me, always ask. Just ask on social media, and maybe I'll do a video just for you. All right. Take care and be present. And until next time, let that you want to be shine through. Hello. Thanks for watching this. What do you want to do next? Do you want to get happy? Do you want to subscribe to my channel and keep coming back every time I put out a new video? Do you want to watch another video right now?